even mighty Germany worries a lot about where growth will come from in future. What will Europe make? What will Europe sell? How will Europe earn its crust?
I think we need to refocus more on business.
Lack of finance of innovation is the key in the EU.
Might be better to not have public subsidies but have lower taxation.
There are a lot of things where Europe has a leadership, and we have a tendency to not look enough at that one, to try to protect existing models that are not going very well, and to try to replicate things that will never work.
It's essential that we really complete the single market, including the digital single market.
Politically focus on the TTIP, try to finalize that agreement as soon as possible, because this is the only way we will boost growth on the two sides of the Atlantic.
I think the Nordic model, social welfare state model, is working quite well. And it means that the society is inclusive. Every citizen will be educated very well. We know, for example, PISA studies, what kind of school we have in Finland, and we have very good qualified labor force. Then in addition, so we invest a lot in research and development. We have flexible labor market. It means that entrepreneurs are encouraged to employ people because they know that they can dismiss them as well. And the companies are not responsible for social welfare, but the state is.
We have the European Commission and the European Union trying to promote a certain harmonized approach, but then the implementations in the member states sometimes vary. So you have some member states that implement very well, and some who creates a little more problems. Without naming and shaming, obviously, but you know.
Please do.
I don't.
We are working together with Michel Barnier and other colleagues in the Commission in order to find alternatives to bank-based financing and support venture capital.
When did the investment started in the US? When we got a certain certainty that for the next 10 years, let's say 15 years, the regulatory framework will not change.
I believe very strongly that more labor supply means more growth. And what concerns foreign students, we should attract foreign students to universities and let them stay after their studies. And in fact, we could have a carrot as well, so that they had to pay a fee for the university studies, but then you could deduct in your income taxation.
European young entrepreneurs are spectacular. And if we are able to simplify the obligation, the legislation, and harmonize more the market, help young entrepreneurs from Greece or from Latvia to have access to the whole European market, this will boost employment.
We recommended the kind of reforms that will address obstacles to growth, like having wage increases in line with productivity development, and enhancing the participation of women in the labor force through reforms in the school and daycare systems.
All the business that people don't look like, the application business and etc., this is where growth is coming today. And if we are not able to boost that sector and help that sector to grow, you will have all the investments going in other parts of the world instead of going here.
You've heard all about youth unemployment. You've heard about the problems of access to finance for small and medium-sized enterprises. You've had a question about the difference between invention and innovation, about matchmaking in Romania, and of course, why we should all buy Lumia smartphones. So thank you very much to our panel, and thank you very much to you for your questions.
Thank you.